What does your power bill look like? I mean, ours has jumped significantly. Actually, don't even want to look at it. But it's doubled in the past couple of months. It is winter, so, you know, we're burning heat pumps and stuff. But wholesale power prices have doubled in the past 3 weeks, with our energy prices about 6 times higher than Australia. Just a refresher, the wholesale market is where generators sell electricity and retailers buy electricity. Retailers then on-sell the electricity to businesses and households across the country. There are about 80 generator companies, 62 retailers and 6 generator retailers, or gentailers, I think they're called, in New Zealand's wholesale market. A shortage of supply has sent wholesale gas prices soaring along with low hydro lake levels. That has culminated in record high prices of an eye-watering $800 a megawatt hour. Now, in 2021, it was $100 per megawatt. Energy Minister Simeon Brown says the government is seriously considering importing liquefied natural gas to fill the energy shortfall. Brown says these are the highest electricity prices in the Western world and blame Labor and their ban on new oil and gas exploration and other policies. Meanwhile, Associate Energy Minister Shane Jones has accused the big power companies of profiteering and is seeking advice on potential regulatory interventions and claims the Crown has options. So, some major users say the soaring prices are putting their viability at risk, and 2 timber mills say they're considering closing, while one company in the Hawke's Bay, Panpac, has actually halted operations. And it is not just the big players that are feeling it. According to one electricity retailer, households will bear the brunt as well, if you haven't already. Electric Kiwi, who we are with actually, last month stopped taking new customers because of high prices. And the chief executive is Luke Blincoe, and he joins me now. Luke, a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, look, thanks for your time, my friend. I whipped round my studio's in my house, and I ripped round the house just before I come in here, turning off absolutely every light I could find, but it's probably not going to make any difference. Look, we have companies that
you're waiting for the hour of power.
The hour of power. We have got companies, Luke, that are at risk of shutting, and one in Hawke's Bay has already halted operations because of the cost. Did you ever think we will get here?
Look, I have to sadly say I'm not surprised. I'm just super disappointed. This is, and I've said this elsewhere, this is a slow-moving train wreck. Yeah. Effectively, the incumbent generators who are running the hydro schemes and have all that market power have just gradually garroted our economy.
So the big companies then, would you agree with Shane Jones? He's accusing them of profiteering.
Yeah, absolutely. He's spot on. We made a complaint to the Commerce Commission a year ago about exactly this. The Commerce Commission acknowledged that there were some issues in the market and passed it on to the Electricity Authority, recently described as a chocolate teapot by the Minister. And a year later, they're going to conduct a market definition study. That's just, willful negligence in my view.
And I mean, it must be so frustrating for you, for your company, that you can't take on new customers.
Absolutely. We can't grow our business. But, we've got to make prudent steps to make sure that, we're looking after the customers we've already got, and we'll certainly continue to do that. And look, this is cyclical, but there won't be a fast solution. The answer's, the minister's saying importing gas is the answer. That's an answer for security of supply. That'll keep the lights on, but it may well push the prices even higher.
Well, so I was going to ask you about that, this liquefied natural gas. And so, what I was going to say, what do you make of that? I mean, that would also cost millions and millions, I can imagine, and it's not going to happen overnight, is it?
No, it won't happen overnight. And what it will do is will expose New Zealand to the global gas commodity price for the first time ever. So at that point, our energy prices become, exposed to the whim of international markets. And we've seen things like the Ukraine war impact gas prices. And they're globally back actually down to reasonable levels, but they are exposed to those types of events. So, suddenly New Zealand doesn't really have energy sovereignty at that point.
This really does show, doesn't it, Luke, how reliant we are on natural gas. But am I correct in saying that New Zealand has been aware of this since the over-reliance since 2018? So is this what you mean by a slow-moving train crash as well? Absolutely.
I think, actually, there was a discussion in 2004 about importing natural gas. So it's been around for a while. But the Pohokura outage in 2018 was really what brought this home to roost, that suddenly we were aware of our reliance on natural gas when that pipeline was damaged. And whilst you'll see some political commentary pointing the finger at the exploration ban, there's no saying we would have found any gas given the fields are fairly depleted. So really, back in 2018 was the time we should have been building renewables. And if we talk about renewable energy and you replace the word renewable, well, that's wind and solar. But I think renewable energy is a little bit of a inflammatory term. If you replace the word renewable with cheap, I think everyone would be getting behind it. Renewable is the cheapest energy you can get, and that's why we should be utilising our natural resources to the fullest extent. Electricity is probably the most ubiquitous industrial input. It's in every single thing we consume. It heats our homes. It's part of our life. And here we are on our knees for energy supply and energy pricing.